Well, good afternoon, Chattanooga. Welcome to What's Happening in Your Neck of the Woods with your host, Dr. Elenora Woods with WPTP. And I am so excited today, besides it being a great day that God has made and so many wonderful things going on across the city. I want to tell you about what we're doing on this part of the city with the Chattanooga Food Forest Coalition and the Chattanooga Community Co-op. Welcome, Nikki Lake and Jonathan Allen. Yes, they are farmers who are doing it, y'all. Let me tell you, when Jonathan came to me and said, "Hey, we want to do some farming on your property. Do you mind us using your farm, using your land? We have about 8 acres, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is a food desert, and it is a one of the most food, what they call it,
Food insecure.
insecure communities in the whole county. Why not? We got 8 acres. Let's go for it." So we now have a little farm over here and a raised bed gardens all around us, and it is just beautiful. And we got two of the many people who make that happen every week because I'm surely at the doctor's office doing surgery, and these young farmers are here to talk about what they've got going on here at the Chattanooga Civic Center tomorrow. So I will start with Jonathan or Nikki. You all talk about it. What's going on?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Yep. So we are doing a documentary showing of a film called Farming While Black. It came out a couple of years ago. It's not available from streaming. You have to request to show it. So this is your opportunity to see it. I don't think as far as we know, no one has screened it in Chattanooga. If you have, let us know. But yeah, as far as we know, this is the first time it's shown here. And the documentary, it talks about the kind of historical struggles of Black farmers, going back to really after the Civil War up to the present, and profiles a number of young Black farmers and what they're doing right now. But yeah, it's a really cool film. It's a really important topic, and we're really happy to be able to show it to folks here in Chattanooga for the first time, as far as we know.
That is amazing and that is awesome. I am just so honored and privileged, first of all, that you all found us and that it's uniquely the way we were found was that you all were actually farming across the street. So, and so they decided it's the housing projects, Emma Wheeler housing projects, that they didn't want to have a farm on that land because it's government land or what have you. And you walked across the street or came across the street and said, "Hey, we need a place to farm in this neighborhood because this neighborhood needs it." And I was just with open arms. I was like, "Hey, why not? Let's do it." And it has been the most beautiful thing for this neighborhood. And Jonathan has brought on all kinds of farmers and people to join the garden club. And we have the Chattanooga Community Co-op with Nikki Lake representing that organization. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved and what this means to your organization.
The Chattanooga Community Co-op is trying to help with the food deserts all around Chattanooga. We are going to be a community-owned grocery store where if you buy a membership into the grocery store, you will be part owner. So we have to take ownership of what we need in our own because nobody else is going to do it for us. And we want to have all local food. So it'll be everything that's grown around the city. We're going to have it in our store. And we're going to have local businesses in the store also. And I got with Jonathan. How long we been knowing each other now? Probably about 2-3 years now.
Like time flies.
Yeah, time flies when you're trying to grow stuff.
Oh yes.
So we've just been trying to alleviate all these the food deserts and the food apartheid around Chattanooga because every time we look up, they're closing somebody's grocery store, and we got to stop these corporations from taking stuff from us. So we got to do what we got to do. And it's a $200 membership. That's a lifetime membership to be in the Chattanooga Community Co-op. You're going to be part owner. It's going to be yours, and we're going to have a big one in every community. That's the big goal.
I am loving it because, this is a civic center. And one of the things that I was sharing with them before we came on the camera is the way we came into possession of this property. And this is a real, I call it divine intervention type of Civic Center, and that the Lord blessed us with this community. In the community that we are in, we are able to help and give back. And that's what we do every single day. And it wasn't, it was like a no-brainer to me, because God said, when I was blessed with getting the ownership of the building, and I blessed the community back with it, when Jonathan approached me about it, it was a no-brainer to me that I would say absolutely, because that's what God want me to do. And I remember when I first walked in here after winning the bid, or battling to get the building after the bid, that I asked the Lord, thank you for the blessing, but what am I supposed to do now? I don't know.
Everything.
I don't know what to do
We're
with
doing everything.
48,000 square feet and 8 acres of land. What am I going to do? And hey, it's a mess. I need to get this and that. God said, stand. Don't do anything. I'm going to send you the people. I tell this story every now and then. I'm going to send you the people. I don't want you to do anything, you know? And he said, Jonathan, he said, the food theater, seed theater next door, other people who have businesses that lease from our facility. We have an event hall that you can also have birthday parties, weddings, everything, anything you want here at the Civic Center. A computer center. We have an African American museum, which, by the way, next Friday on Juneteenth, which is June the 19th. Okay, y'all don't know. Juneteenth, we are going to be rededicating and having a ribbon cutting, because we're renaming the African American Museum to the Johnny Holloway African American Museum, Educational Heritage Museum. And not to cut into what we're going to talk about today, or what we got to talk about today, but I'm inviting everybody to come, because that's historical. He is the oldest living civil rights leader in our community.
Yeah.
He's almost 100 years old.
Right in Churchville.
And yes, and he's out of Churchville. That's right. A member of Second Baptist Church. If you all out there listening, we want to invite you all to come Friday. We're going to have entertainment. Swago, is it Swago? Did I say it right?
Swago, yes.
Swago is going to be performing. We've got good cuisine, African music, and African food. We want you all to come out. We've got some poetry, just restoration of rights. We're going to have some workshops, some financial literacy workshop. It's going down Friday on the 19th from 1 o'clock to 4. Jonathan, you want to ask me something?
That's what time it was going to be.
Yes, from 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is the ribbon cutting, the snipping, to honor him. And why are we honoring Johnny Holloway? There are lots of reasons. We're going to have you all got to be here, because we got somebody talking about him who's going to be here to talk about that. But the main thing is, he is our curator for the museum. And almost more than half of the things that you see in the exhibit, with him and John Edwards, who's the owner of the Chattanooga News Chronicle, contributing to our museum, we have, I believe, I'm going to say I'm probably partial, the best African American Educational Heritage Museum that you can find in Hamilton County. And our educator who teaches Black history, y'all know who I'm talking about? Harold Bryson. He's taught African history for more than almost 60 years now. He will be on site to sign you up to take his class. And the classes are like $20. I mean, for each class, but it's phenomenal. This is his second year doing it. And I'm telling you, my life has been changed. I am just all about it. If you don't know Black history, I don't care what culture you come from. If you don't know Black history, then you don't know the history of America. So you've got to come and sign up for that class. And definitely farming is where it all started, in the cotton fields, doing everything to feed the families and to feed our families. Everybody that needed something to eat, we've just about fed them all, right? We fed them and we cooked and everything else. You've got to come to the filming.
I was going to say, so we did not originally plan to coincide with Juneteenth. I'll be totally honest. We were going to show the documentary in May, and then I don't remember why we moved it up. I was like, well, June 14th will work. And then I thought, oh man, that's the week of Juneteenth. Yeah. But it works really well, because if you think about the original Juneteenth in 1865, and what a lot of formerly enslaved Black Americans expected and wanted is, everybody knows about the 40 acres and a mule. It's a little bit of cliche, but it's true. Like, people wanted land, and they wanted land to be able to farm for themselves.
Right. And we were
So-
promised that, but we weren't ever given that.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
you know,
We'll talk about that.
it's that'll be so. One of the things that the film talks about is this history of Black Americans wanting to farm, to grow their own food, but being, excluded from land ownership, being put into sharecropping and other arrangements, and Black people being not gradually, pretty sometimes quite quickly pushed off the land.
Yes.
Because you think about folks who went on like the Great Migration.
Yes.
A lot of them, people tried to stay in the South and to farm for a long time. And eventually, for many people, it was just too much. There were too many obstacles put in their way.
Yes.
And so what a lot of the young Black farmers that are profiled in the film, and also folks here in and around Chattanooga, are trying to do is to kind of take back that legacy of Black agriculture. The struggle is to get land and to get support. And the other thing that the documentary talks about. But I think things are changing, and there is a movement of especially young people of color who want to get back in touch with these traditions and with these roots, and to build something new with it. So I think it worked out that we're doing the film the week of Juneteenth, because it is very much a part of that story and that legacy.
Awesome.
But it wasn't deliberate. It was. I wish I could say it was. I was like, man.
Yes. Yes. So
It worked out.
Yeah, and to your credit, people ask me all the time, are you working on Juneteenth? Now, last year I think I did half a day, but this year, with everything that's going on, with how we are blessing the community through what you guys do every day, I said, no, we're going to take the whole day off. We're not. What are you going to be doing? I'm going to be celebrating Juneteenth. I'm going to be celebrating Juneteenth. I'm going to be celebrating the whole history of African American history, rather, what our ancestors did to not just for Black people, but for white people, okay, and for Asian people, and for Hispanic people, everybody that's come to America that have taken a piece of the pie, all benefited from my ancestors and what they did, what they fought for, died for, lost blood for, and lost their lives for even. We are going to celebrate that. And I think if you want to really know American history, then you cannot, you will not, you shall not Black marker or erase out the history of Black people. That's why we celebrate Juneteenth. We were the original. We are the people that took care of this land. We are the people that harvested from this land. And yes, when you think about all the medicines and all the herbs and things that we're growing in our garden and the medicinal purposes of that medicine, we were doing that way before. My grandmother, your grandmother, they said, what? Go get some of that weed right there and put that in some hot water and pour that, and come back and take that for a week. And we were well. Yep. We didn't go to the pharmacy store. We didn't go anywhere, but we took natural herb that God gave us. And they knew exactly how much to do, how much to measure, to put in the cup. Yep. I mean, we've lost those roots. And I think this is one of those opportunities for us to get in touch, get back in touch. Black people, white people, Asian people, Hispanic people, Indian people, whatever nationality you come from. I think it's time for you to learn African history. And I think you need to not only come to this filming, that's tomorrow, but you also need to come to our Juneteenth celebration, where we're reclaiming and renaming the African American Museum in the honor of Johnny Holloway. If you all don't know anybody, you all know Johnny Holloway. Johnny Holloway is one of the most infamous person and iconic person in Black history. You'll learn more about him. He was the head person over Push Excel. Yep. He's done. Yes, he walked and talked that talk and walked that walk with Jesse Jackson. He's been involved with Martin Luther King. And so you all have to be a part of Juneteenth. It starts at 1:00. Swavo will be performing. Joyce Knox will be performing, playing some spirituals, and we'll have poetry and all kinds of stuff that we need to know. Somebody asked me in the beauty shop, they said, well, what we gonna do? I said,
Everything.
we gonna do it. I said, we gonna go back to what our parents taught us to do.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they would say is get it for your own black self. Stop begging. Get up in the morning, stop sleeping all day, get up. God gave us the sun to tell us it's time to get up. He gave us the moon to tell us it's time to put the heck down and go to bed. Get up, and while you're up, be productive. Do something. Get your own business. Stop looking for somebody to give you something. We are creative people. We've always been creative people. We have kings and queens. Come on to the museum and we'll introduce you to all the kings and queens in the Bible that are on our wall and portraits of all of them. We need you all to come. Come on Juneteenth so we can give you history. Be free tours that day by the infamous Johnny Holloway.
You said there'd be food?
That there will be food, yes.
Okay.
I know Howard High School one of the band members is going to be doing some fish of different types. We have some cuisine, some African-American cuisine. So if you ever want to know what African food tastes like and all that kind of stuff, you need to be here on June the 19th, which we call it Juneteenth, but it's Friday. We want you all to be here. Now, if Dr. Woods can take off and, tell my patients, I'll see y'all next week. Then you all can take off, or if you don't work, get over here and give you an opportunity to not only see the museum, but see what else we have, to see the farm, all that stuff. The farm people have promised us if the weather permits, we're going to go out to the farm. We're going to go out to the gardens where all this good food. Tell us a little bit about what we got in the farm, and we're going to show a video of that.
Oh, well, let's see. What all do we have going right now? So in the raised beds out front, which everybody's free to pick from, we've got a ton of tomatoes, and they look really
They're
good.
out.
They're getting ripe. I don't know if they're ripe right now. I didn't look real close, but by Friday there should be.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd say they
wow.
would be.
I came out last Friday. I saw them. I was like, they ain't ready yet.
Not quite,
But when they
no.
get ready, I'm going to, can't wait.
There's we got beans coming up of some sort. We got squash. I think there might be some okra. Maybe we haven't started that yet, but yeah, definitely squash, tomatoes, beans, ground cherries. The chard is still doing really good, like even though it's been hot. We also have, and tomorrow actually, we'll encourage people to go and pick, but we've got a ton of herbs in the very front beds by the road. There's a ton of sage, a ton of oregano, a bunch of other things.
No, we have some strawberries because I saw you.
There's some strawberries.
Juice just dripping down
there
the
were plums, but I ate them.
It
was like two. It was 2 plums. The others I think they fell and the squirrels got them.
Oh no,
They ripened up really fast. But yeah, the plums are really good. So next year at the end of May, beginning of June is when our plums get ripe here.
We're gonna be
We
ready.
know that now.
We're gonna be ready.
They were really good.
What about I saw some peaches.
Yeah, I didn't check those today. I don't know how they're doing.
Okay.
But yeah, there's peaches on there. And then Nathaniel and Victor have in the main field, they've got potatoes, asparagus, I think bell pepper, onions. Yeah, they definitely got onions. They've got a lot of
corn.
stuff.
He said something about corn.
Oh, did they? Okay, yeah.
And okra. He said he planted a row of okra down there.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So turn that up a little bit so we can see. This was in the very beginning. Now that was like in October, but now it's June.
Yeah, that's the plum that I ate.
Oh, you got that plum.
It was good. Yeah, stuff is like it's big.
Got cut leaf cone flower or sochan.
So this is
edible green and a flower.
Sochan, which
hazelnut.
is edible green, and right now is the time to eat it. They're really good.
On the comfrey.
Yeah.
Another hazelnut.
Some of these are now past.
Over here we've got.
No, it's amazing. Nikki, when did we planted this like
March with the arugula.
Yeah, it was March when we
Yeah.
dug up this thing.
Strawberries
Yeah.
back in.
We dug out all the sod, and then we put all this stuff in between March and now, and it looks
amazing.
really good. Like,
man, you can't even see the ground.
no,
I mean the beds at all the
we
bottom
put
of it. You can't see it. Those
lot of
have
plants.
grown really well.
Yeah, tomorrow, depending on the weather, because I think it's supposed to storm. But if it's not storming after the documentary, we'll definitely do a walk around the front of the building. We might go down into the farm field. I don't know if Victor's going to be here or not.
Bring your umbrellas.
Yeah. So we will see.
It's
Yeah, there's
amazing.
a lot.
Beautiful. We got some spinach I thought growing out there on one. Well, how's the spinach do?
Yeah, it might be done now because it's a cool weather. They don't
Oh,
do too good
okay.
in the heat. But the chard is doing great. It's happy. But yeah, there's a lot of herbs, and honestly, we need to encourage people to start taking them because they need to be used.
Tell us how do people go about getting it? Because I've had some people that come up and ask, say, is this a garden for the neighborhood? Can we get anything?
Yep,
Tell them
everything.
a little bit about how do they just walk up and get it, or
Yeah, for the front beds, for the main farm where Victor and Nathaniel are working, we'd have to check with them because they have plans for
okay,
that.
yes.
But anything in these front beds, people should come. Oh yeah, so like the oregano, take as much oregano as you want. I mean, if you could like cut that thing back to the
cut
ground,
it back.
it'll grow
Yeah.
right back.
Yeah, cut it back.
That's the beauty. One of the
That's
beauty.
a peach, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's peaches. Herbs are great because you use them and they produce more. And if you don't use them, they'll just kind of stay the way they are. But you cut leaves off of oregano or rosemary or whatever, and it's going to grow back even more. Same with like the yarrow, the comfrey. If people want to use those, some. I mean, shoot, the yarrow. There's so much of it. If you want to dig a little bit up and take it home, I'm not even kidding.
Oh wow!
yeah.
I was in there. I was out here last Friday. Well,
Oh,
no,
this
I
is the
wasn't here last
sage. That needs.
oh, the
It's got.
sage.
It's huge.
It's pretty.
It's gotten so big. So we'll definitely get people to take some tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, that's the benefit of coming to the showing
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yes.
that you can take some stuff home.
Yeah.
Get to take some stuff home. I'm just super excited.
It's best if people want to get a little bit of herbs, if they've got like some scissors or clippers. But
Bring
if you don't,
it.
it's okay. Just, try not to tear. The main thing is don't pull the plant out of the ground. Just get the bit that you need. Okay, so here's our raised beds, although they look completely different now.
Oh, yeah, you can't even see through them. It's like
No,
a
no.
forest out there.
Yeah. But that chard is still,
That's pretty.
it's so nice. I don't know honestly, I don't know what we did that worked so well this year. And nothing special, but whatever it is.
And that side over there, you can't see that. You can't see none of that on the
There's
bottom.
some of those tomatoes are as tall as me now.
I know. It's just beautiful.
But no, yeah, folks want to come out. We're looking for people who want to be involved here. Definitely in the beds around the Civic Center. I don't know, for Nathaniel and Victor, what their needs are right now, but I know that there's opportunity. And one of the things that we want to do with the Food Forest Coalition that we've been doing with the Urban Ag Roundtable, Southeast Tennessee Young Farmers, kind of everybody who's doing this stuff. If there are people, especially young people, who want to do some farming, but different levels.
Perfect time
There are
to learn.
There's ways to learn, and there are ways to find places to do it.
Yep.
And that's one of the things we want to do is to help people to find land where they can do, farming, where they can learn.
If you got a plot, you can grow something.
Yeah.
Got a basket, you can grow something.
Yeah. In whatever scale, you're looking to do, if you just want to learn, coming out to a place like this once a week, every other week is a great way to do it. You're not in charge, you get to see like what's working, what's not. But if you're also, if you want to like farm, there are ways that we can like connect people with land, with opportunities, and we want to do more of that. And
what's a good age for if you're because I know when I was 12 years old, I already knew I wanted to be a dentist. I had a dream. So at what age would you encourage kids to come out? Because I thought the day that you all were planting things in the ground that there were 5 and 6 year olds out there putting
They
stuff
could walk.
in.
They can pick up something.
yeah, honestly, any age.
Yeah.
Although a while back, my daughter was helping me. She's 8, almost 8. And she planted some seeds. And then after about 10 minutes, she was like, my back is hurting. I was like, the world.
She just wants the fruit, Daddy. She don't want to grow the fruit. She just wants it.
No, she has gotten, she loves to plant. She especially likes to plant flowers.
Mhm.
But no, I think kids at any age should be out gardening.
See where
And
they food come
remember,
from.
yeah, those flowers look pretty, but you can't eat flowers. But
Well, some of you can.
But now you said when you were putting it out and putting the flowers out there, mixing it in, what type of system is that, and what's the advantage of having a garden with
Yes.
different kinds of flowers and stuff in it. Can you
Well,
tell them a little bit about
Sure,
that?
Yeah. So, one, it's pretty.
Yeah.
But two, we practice what's called agroecology, and the basic idea is you're shaping your farming system to be like a natural ecosystem. And so, in a natural ecosystem, you don't just have one species of plant; you have a lot of different kinds of plants, and you have a lot of other living things too. So, if you've got tomatoes, it helps, number one, if you have pollen. Well, it doesn't help. You have to have pollinators. You have to have insects that will go in and pollinate the flowers on the tomatoes to really get like good tomatoes. But if you've got any kind of vegetable crop, you're going to also have pests, insects. But every insect that eats your vegetables, there is another insect that eats that insect. There are tons of parasites and parasitoids that lay their eggs into bugs that we don't like. So you want to encourage those too. And those other insects, they need plants. They need things other than just tomatoes and corn, right? So you want to try to get like a really kind of an ecosystem going so that all of these different creatures are kind of working together, helping you do what you want to do.
I like that because I noticed when I was out there looking at the progress of the raised beds and the farm that there were bees out
Yes.
there. They were pollinated. I said, wow, it's working.
Yeah.
His ecosystem is working. And when you had the compost growing,
Yep.
because other than the smell, I could see the
Yeah.
compost. There are animals or pests or whatever that breaks it down. And we use the compost to grow more food.
Yep.
Right.
If anybody has any like bags of dead leaves lying around, I don't know if anybody does this late in the year, bring them here.
Yeah.
We can take them because we need some
Yeah.
browns in the compost bins. But yeah, I mean the same with the soil. So soil isn't just dirt; it's got
an
living things in
ecosystem.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
And what we try to do is to encourage all of those living things that are in the soil. And it's all kinds of organisms. I swear I'm always learning about new whole groups of things that live in the soil. But all of those organisms, they also kind of work together to break down material and to cycle nutrients. And as they do that, they make that available to your plants, and it cuts down on what you need to add. So as long as you're making sure that the soil is alive and healthy, I mean, you can get a lot of productivity out of even a little patch of dirt.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
and a lot of it is just not doing stuff. It's
Yeah.
which is kind of nice. Like you don't need to like till it all the time. You don't have to be constantly like hoeing and pulling things up. There's ways to like kind of work with all of the organisms that are already there. So.
Oh yeah, because I think of cow manure.
Yeah.
The stuff that's in the cow manure that is used as fertilizer.
Yeah, you
right.
put that down, get in the soil, and that helps to feed not just the plants, but also the other things that are in the soil, and those all work together. But some of this will be covered in the documentary as well. So they'll talk some about the kind of techniques.
I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight knowing what's gonna happen tomorrow. Nick, you were gonna say something earlier about something.
No,
And
that was it. We
yeah.
done missed the window for the premiere for the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
But y'all gotta come see it.
look it up on YouTube.
Yeah. So I just want to say again, thank you to all of our co-sponsors for this event. He said you can't go online and look it up. You gotta ask
Right there.
for the film.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. You can watch the
Yeah.
trailer, but not the whole thing.
Yeah, Content Films is the one that created this, and I think Michael has a little something, a trailer. Michael, you want to show it? One of our engineers is. Oh, okay.
Black folks
We got.
and other
Hey,
indigenous
we
people
gotta go.
contributed
We
so much to
getting
this
booted out because
regenerative
we have
farming
another show
movement.
that's coming on.
Why
right
are we
after
not
us,
flourishing?
And
Today,
we gonna be respectful of their
98% of the
time.
farmland is
But
controlled by white
tomorrow,
folks.
y'all.
It's very
4
challenging
o'clock. And
to
what about
create an
bringing
alternative
snacks or
existence
things like
off
that?
of the
We have
land
some snacks. Bring your
when the
sandwich.
land
You wanna
itself
bring a
is
sandwich?
deeply
After the film, we're
commoditized.
going to be talking about it. It's going to be a nice discussion, and we're going to have.
We
in our
knew it wasn't going to
historical
be easy.
museum that we have.
Historically,
So
it's
it's
been
real
really
nice. They were
challenging to
working on
acquire
that a minute
land.
ago before we came on the show.
I
It's
would
real
work
cozy
every day and come home
comfy.
exhausted, and
And,
Jonah
we
would
just
have
can't
been
wait to
out
see
on the
all of
land, you know,
you
all day by
tomorrow,
himself, building and farming.
in,
It was hard on our
this
family.
premiere or documentary, Farming While Black. And I
In
want to
city
thank
after
our
American
guests,
city tonight,
Jonathan and
thousands of
Nikki,
people
for
have
coming
once
on,
again taken to
and
the
all
streets.
the
What happened
people
with
who have
George
co-sponsored this
Floyd
event.
and
This
Breonna
is
Taylor and so
huge. They
many
haven't
others
showed
is
this
to
anywhere
bring
else
into the
in Chattanooga,
forefront race.
and this is the
My
first
bill
time
would
it's
end
been shown
discrimination
at
within
the
the
Chattanooga
USDA.
Civic Center at Mountainside.
That
So
debt
we
relief
are
has
super
been
excited,
challenged
and
by
we
white
hope
farmers.
go to
saying that
church.
it's
You know today's Saturday,
unconstitutional.
and tomorrow is
And
Sunday.
they're on the wrong
whether
side of
you
history
got it or
on this
not.
one.
I just
We can't wait. You know, we can't just sit around. We have to take matters into our own
and
hands.
we have a reason to thank him for it. If you can't go to church, you can go to church right from your bedroom. You don't have to get out and go, although I encourage you to go, because he said, "Feel not to assemble yourself." Remember that. But if you can get out, please go out and participate in a church service. If not, on television, you can turn on your computer, have church all day long, right from your bed, your kitchen, wherever in your house, just to give the Lord some thank you. I thank him for this opportunity. I thank him for the farmers who are bringing that to our community and to the food deserts and to these food insecurity sites throughout the city of Chattanooga. Even if you don't understand it, you will understand it. We tell you, you will understand it. If you live long enough, you're going to understand it. And for now, unless you all have something else to say, we will see you all tomorrow right here at the Chattanooga Civic Center. All right.